should be live.
We should be live.
We're working on it. Yep, we're live. Sweet. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What is this camera doing?
Nothing right now. That's connected to this. But if we want our audio to run properly through the board and have Marty included in everything, we have to run off of that computer. So
It's better.
yeah. Do you really want me to explain it to you?
No. This is the result of a whole lot of trial and error on Madison's part.
There was a part on Friday in the show when Joel's like, "What's happening with the technology?" So I looked at him.
What do you mean? What was wrong with it?
When we were trying to get it, there was a point where it wasn't working right.
Okay.
I just put a little vodka in my diabetes.
Yeah. So we should turn down our headphones or whatever's going on here. Is that what is happening?
Marty was frozen there like Max Headroom for a second.
Something is wrong.
Is he in queue?
No. Now he is.
Where are we hearing the music from? Is that your headphones?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be silenced. So you got to turn your headphone volume down.
Oh.
There we go. Can you still hear us, Marty?
So many rules.
I can, yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Good morning, Stacy and Carrie. Stacy has a very good question. What happened to Madison getting some time off? Who knows?
You're going to lose that COVID money.
I have until the end of July.
This is a cool system, man. I can see people's texts, their comments.
All right, here we go. .9 W4 Country and Snapback. It's Old Dominion and the Breakfast with Bubba show. It's 7:45. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome back to it. Dr. Marty, sir. Marty, I forgot to, did we ask you what we're talking about today?
I don't know, but I put out a promo. It's the top 5 health impacts of quarantine.
Is that even still a thing? Because the governor doesn't seem concerned about COVID with protests now. So maybe it's all maybe it's all gone away.
The effects will not go away. These effects will be long felt. And we know because we've studied it before in other similar situations.
All right.
He's just pushing buttons.
I'm not pushing any buttons. I know. I naturally.
He's literally not pushing enough buttons over there right now is the problem.
That's true.
I think it's a valid question, but we'll move on. That's for another segment, of course. You could watch Marty now for the first time. You could see his face for the first time in weeks. At facebook.com/W4Country. We're live.
We're also live on YouTube.
All right. Marty, go ahead.
Okay, so you want number 1 right now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let me say this, though. We have been talking about a lot of these top 5 and bonus lists throughout because we've been concerned about these issues before. Well, now they've been just blown up, right, and magnified. So number 1 is going to be separation from loved ones and loneliness. We had a loneliness, what was being called an epidemic before this was happening. We know that it's so stressful that it raises all causes of dying, all cause mortality by up to 30%. Well, now that's just been exacerbated. So you have these, elderly and compromised people. And look, I have no judgment about this. We're just looking at this dispassionately and unbiasedly, so we can just see what the effects are, so we can treat them or maybe even prevent them. But then, your sympathetic nervous system is being activated under that type of stress of loneliness too. So yes, you're avoiding contact with someone who has a virus, but you're also suffering the effects of that loneliness and the stress that comes from isolation. So we need to strike a balance or something. You know, public health policy is a balancing act. So, but we do need to factor this into the equation.
All right. I've struck a balance. I've chosen to live half my time in Florida where things are open.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just curious. What did you notice about that? So as you got the first time, you know, it's sort of like Wizard of Oz, where now it's Technicolor. What did you feel when you first got down into warm weather and all that?
Oh, I felt so much better, and it's like a different society down there. It really is. Everybody's out. Everybody's doing things. People are still taking caution. Like I had to wait to get into Best Buy the other day. So there's
and they asked you to wear masks.
No.
They didn't ask you to wear. I thought you said you went into a store that
Guitar Center was the only one that made me wear masks.
Okay.
But no, it's not required. And honestly, everybody seems happy.
And do you see the contrast up here?
Oh, absolutely. You can see it on social media too. Everyone's just wound tight. More with Dr. Marty coming up in just a little bit. 7:48 is the time. Let's get you on the road and get you going with a check on your W4 country traffic.
No major problems. Thankfully, 94 should be running smoothly. So should 23. Maybe just a little heavier traffic on 96. The westbound side right around the Howell area, but no major problems or slowdowns. M52, US 12, M14, they're all looking good. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Stress Balls De-Stressing Gummies, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Now I know why you paused.
That's an interesting sponsor.
Stress balls.
There's something.
I know what those are. De-stressing gummies.
Yeah.
Oh, is it CBD?
So I think Marty, say something a second.
Something.
Yeah, it's easier for us to hear him if we have our headphones on.
Oh.
I think.
This microphone,
You guys do what you
is this
want.
microphone any good? This is an iPad Pro. I
think it's fine.
Okay.
There, I can turn it off for
There.
a little bit.
Hold on. It's a little bit easier.
Let's see. 8 o'clock. I'm going to have to cut a song. Let's cut that one. It's down tempo.
Lisa says, happy Monday morning.
And to you, Lisa.
Rebecca says, good morning. Cindy, good morning. It's a party. The pack is back. It's all hype.
People, look. Hey, hi, Lisa. And Callie Crawford. Wow, I can see everybody. This is so cool.
Yeah, right?
Yes. Hi, Phyllis. I'm reading your comment.
Phyllis, get on a plane to Florida. You had a good idea the other day. I know you got a new car. You don't want to drive that down. Driving sucks.
Nice.
Yeah, this works out, huh?
I love it. This might give Zoom a run.
Oh, I think it does for sure.
Good morning.
Plus, it's more secure.
Wow, the people.
Right. I want to know who is crashing meetings on Zoom, though.
Yeah, right? I never saw any of that. It would have been interesting.
That's a thing now. Somebody always has to figure out some way to
ruin everything.
Some BS. Anything funny on that, though? I'd like to see some.
I know. That's what I was saying.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, my gosh. People are ready to be social. Yeah.
And you can see the comments on the side too, right, Marty?
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, cool. Cool. That's just like a Monday. We're all sitting here quietly.
Look at us go.
I wonder if I can do Friday's show from Vegas.
I mean, can you physically do it? Sure. We've clearly proven that it's possible.
Where would I do it from? Like me just sitting in a hotel room, that wouldn't be fun.
That happens several times a year anyway.
What, me just sitting in a hotel room?
Yeah, we're doing a show from the hotel room.
I was going to do this from my porch, but then the birds are too loud.
The birds are loud in Dexter, aren't they? They were super loud this morning.
Thanks, Cindy. Heidi says she's ready to go camping. She wants to be social.
Go.
Jen, I never know what to comment. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Jen.
That's all we need. It's just a little hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Show us you're there.
Heidi, go camping. You're not going to get a ticket. You're not going to get arrested. Police certainly have enough other stuff to worry about now.
Mm-hmm.
Get in the woods. You're not going to hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm. Wonder what happens if I hit this. Oh,
You're trying to delete me or shut me up.
No.
Okay.
If I
No.
hit this button.
What's this button do?
Oh, Mike with the slash line through it. Let's try that one. Ooh. Oh.
Mhm. Lisa says, do the morning show at the Venetian.
See, that would be a morning show.
Or Lisa says, beachside Bubba broadcast from Florida next time.
Bubba's Southern Command is not near the beach.
How far is it?
Half hour.
That's not bad. Come on. It's closer to any beach we are here.
Yeah.
Running long extension cords
Mm-hmm.
all the way down to the sand.
Yeah.
I've just had enough
Is that your
of
impression of the ocean?
with the lockdown. I'm done. I'm having a party tomorrow on my deck. You want to come, Marty?
A party on your deck?
A little happy hour.
Maybe you don't want to say it right now, but
Yeah.
we'll talk.
Hold on. Here we go. .9 W4 Country is into Hula at the end of
I
there.
like
It's
that one, yeah.
hard to forget. Sam Hunt, good song. 7:54. We're with Dr. Marty for your Monday morning jumpstart and talking about the long-term effects of quarantine. What's number 2?
Number 2 is loss of routine and freedom. And so we get stressed if we don't know what's going to happen next, and nobody knows what's going to happen. Really, we can't accurately predict the future. But when we have a rhythm going, we feel as if we can, because some things just repeat. And we have a circadian rhythm that we work on, circadian rhythms. You know, our sleep's on one where we like the same things every day. So even making breakfast or something at the same time, or exercising at the same time, will help to reestablish that. And one thing I'd like is maybe if people can, because we've all had to face all of these things, all 5 and the bonus we've had to face. I would love to hear what people have done. So the first one was loneliness. And I felt just having people come out and say hello, I was kind of restoring some of that, right? But if anybody has the other ideas on these, they could text them in. I would like that. That would help.
I've noticed a lot of people on social media
Mm-hmm.
just saying they're done with it. Like they're going to stop.
That's it.
They're done quarantining.
Done.
Like they're done and they're just continuing with their lives.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think this show is important because depending on what news channel you watch, it's been presented as if it's all upside to quarantine. And so people sort of feel like if you're complaining about it, that you might not have some of these symptoms. I'm not wanting to be political, but I am wanting us to be sensitive to everyone, because while this is helping some people keep them safer, at other people, it's putting healthy people at a way higher risk than is being reported.
All right. What's number 3, Marty?
Number 3, uncertainty over the status of this whole situation. We've had so much information changing all the time, and contradictory information. Is the mask good? Is the mask bad? How dangerous is it? Is it going to be 4% or is it going to be 0.2%? And people aren't sure what they're dealing with. And if you don't know what it is you're dealing with, you can't prepare and anticipate. And that puts us under a state of constant stress.
That's
Right.
like eggs, right? Where it's like, all right, they're good for you. No, they're bad for you. The whites are good, but the yolks are bad.
Right.
God,
It's
they're
eggs on steroids, maybe. So one thing that you want to do about this, because I'd like to offer a little bit of solution, is don't watch the news. You're not watching the news. We've been talking about this on the show for a long time. You could go to the CDC and get some information or something like that. Or if you have someone trusted, like, opinion page, if it's someone that you can trust who's actually trying to get to the crux of it. But if you're watching the 24/7 news cycle, and it's a constant fear and anger. So when we see what's happening right now, this isn't just about that tragic and awful event. This was lots of being in a pressure cooker for a long time, and divisiveness with people, and not understanding, the other side, and vilifying one side and the other. And, I thought this was kind of bound to happen, that if we didn't do something, it was going to lead to some violence. Yeah.
All right. More with Dr. Marty coming up. It's your Monday morning jumpstart on 102.9 W4 Country.
Do you want the link so you can have the comments up here too?
So I can what?
I'm talking to him
Oh, sure.
and send it to you.
How's your time off, Brian Welch?
It was fine. I once again did not do much.
Were you bored?
No, I don't think I was bored, really.
Okay.
You should have come to Florida.
For sometimes for some short times, I was kind of like, well, what am I going to do now? But I sort of enjoy, just watching random movies on streaming services.
Mm.
And boy, the ones that are just like platform exclusive, a lot of those just aren't very good.
What do you mean? Like what? Oh, you mean the ones that they produce themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you saw the Shawshank Redemption on a lot.
I wasn't
always on.
Oh yeah, I wasn't doing a lot of like broadcast television.
Oh, okay.
I was mostly doing the streaming stuff. I did watch all the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo movies, but the original series is in Swedish. So it's a lot of reading. And they were all like 2.5 hour long movies. I felt like I was reading
subtitled
novels. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I always hear about that movie, but it's a deterrent how long they are.
Yeah, the original trilogy, because they're long and it's all subtitled, is a lot to take in.
Stacy says, I know I'm in the minority, but I've been loving working from home.
Oh, I don't.
Less stress and more comfy and no traffic.
Okay, so there, like anything else, there are winners and losers here. And what I've noticed, I look for patterns in that, are the people who are running too hot, you know what I mean? Don't have enough time. When they settle down, they get to kind of know their families again. Other people can, they can relax at home. And let's be honest, a lot of jobs, maybe even most, you're at work a lot more than you're working. Because we do need to have some breaks,
Fair.
So you can get your work done. That's true of school work too. I'm seeing, that you can get that done in a few hours, and then you have time to pursue other things. So yeah, it's not uncommon to have people report liking this, or at least some upsides to it, let's say.
Okay.
And here we go. Lots of button pushing.
I could probably help you.
102.9 W4
Streamline that a
Country,
little
and We Were Us. It's Keith Urban and Miranda Lambert in the Breakfast of Bubba Show with Dr. Marty, live on Facebook and YouTube, facebook.com/W4 Country. Our YouTube thing is like codes that we can't read. It's
we could.
We're getting there.
But
Well, we need some likes and follows on YouTube so that we can actually just make it youtube.com/W4 Country.
the Monday morning jumpstart with Marty. What's number 4 on your list?
Number 4 are financial losses or fears of the losses. So we've had 36 million jobs or income losses right now. That's not a small thing. And we might want to be sensitive to that, because I'll still see some posts, and I know which news station you're watching. So if it's like, stop whining just because you can't go to your favorite restaurant, for many people, it's not about going to your favorite restaurants. That restaurant will be gone forever, and I won't have any money even if it were open right now. So there are some people who are just getting crushed financially, and many not. But we want to be sensitive to that too, and understand just how much this every percentage that the unemployment goes up, then the suicide rate goes up along with it.
All right, what's number 5, Marty?
Number 5, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, or acute stress disorder. People may not know this, but you just watching people suffer. So what we saw last week and what we're seeing right now every day, that can be traumatizing for people, because sometimes the imagination is even worse than that situation, because we keep running with it and working with it. So we're going to see a lot more than that. And lockdowns, 10 days or more, we start seeing an increase in that. So in a lockdown situation, it's estimated 34% will have the acute stress disorder when compared to 12% with a general population that's not in lockdown. So it's a thing. It's a real thing.
All right. Can you hang out a little bit since we got all the technology figured out and you're on the screen and everything?
What else do I have to do, right?
Right. He's got the bonus coming up in just a moment. 802 at WFM Ann Arbor. Proud to be a Cumulus station. Another check on traffic. What do you got?
No major problems, but maybe just a little heavier traffic on 94 eastbound, just ahead of, or right through Sargent Road, I guess I should say. Also, the westbound side, right around 127. No major problems through the rest of 94, 23, 96, M14, M52, US 12. They're all looking pretty good. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Allstate, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center. So if you, instead of putting us in and out, like all of us, in and out of two so that we can hear everything, you can just put this back into pre-delay on this side, the control room. That's
Okay.
So you can just switch back and forth for that.
Well, that's good to know.
What a time to be alive. Oh, excuse me.
Then you're not pushing as many buttons. Lord knows you push enough as it is.
I just asked questions.
Repeatedly, over and over again. Now, Marty, this was something that you touched on just in the last break about PTSD, and I think something that is that's good to keep in mind is, don't gatekeep PTSD or whatever the chronic anxiety, because it can happen to people, like you said, just from seeing stuff happen.
Oh,
you'll occasionally get people, and I don't know anyone like this particular. I'm not pointing any fingers, but you get people who will say, I served overseas. I've been through worse than this, and I'm sure that's correct, but that doesn't mean that you hold the monopoly on PTSD.
Yeah. And not only that, Brian, but it's not that you've had at one time. What we know is like up to 30% of people in the military can have PTSD, right? Those are the people who've been under stress hit. So repeated. So maybe childhood trauma and other things that have happened to them and seeing. So it's not like, I'm tough, I can survive these things because I did it once. It's the constant under the tension and the generalization that our brains will, cause to happen, that this is generally a very terrible world, for instance, is how we feel. Right. So if that makes sense, I don't know if that was clear, but.
Yeah. And conversely, if you're, in one of those, I don't mean this in a negative way, like tough guy situations, like it's okay to admit that you are.
Hang on for me. Hang on just a second. You can't hear him in here, can you?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Stand by that. We're getting ready for top of the hour.
What are you saying? Sunny 70?
Yeah, pretty sunny, highs, low 70s.
Hey, good morning. It's 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. You found the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning. Mostly sunny skies today. Highs in the low 70s.
You're listening to WWFM Ann Arbor. Proud to be a Cumulus station right in the middle of the Monday morning jumpstart with Marty. We're all united on video. You can watch us Facebook.com/W4Country. All right.
Okay. What's going on? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I wish they could Okay, thanks for calling. Good luck. Have a good day. Bye.
What do they say?
There's people are not following the rules and it's upsetting. And I understand where people are coming from.
I'm done following the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You've made that pretty clear.
Well, he's a senior and he's got some heart disease issues, and he was at grocery shopping this morning during the senior hours, and people were not paying attention to that, and there was 20-something-year-olds running around, and he just needs to get some grocery shopping done. And I understand where he's coming from, and I think that stinks.
Does he want us? Because that's kind of bonus. Sort of relates to that. Was he saying that we weren't being sensitive to that by talking about the lockdown effects?
No, I think he just wanted us to say something to tell people to pay attention to those hours because he needs to get out and he needs to go grocery shopping.
Oh, gotcha.
Can't get a delivery.
That's fair. You know, whatever help him feel safe. That's a smaller sacrifice, right?
Mhm.
Just follow that rule. Some of the rules, though, are hurting people. And look, I don't envy
That's the problem.
Right. And I'm not being critical of them because I don't know all of the facts that they know. And I wouldn't want to make these decisions because no matter what you're going to do, you're going to hurt someone. And how do you find that balance? This is really what we're talking about. Do the minimum harm. It's sort of like any treatment that you would give, right? Some treatments that are super, super dangerous you do when there's a very, very serious condition,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where the risk is worth it.
Not to switch gears too much, but did you see Lisa's comment here?
This
So
one
I've never seen Dr. Marty before, and I hesitate to say this because Robert is one of my favorite actors, but even Dr. Marty's mannerisms remind me of Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yeah, some people, it's weird.
You do
'cause
kind of have that. You got, especially with your hair is a little messed up today. You kind of got that look going.
I can't believe that it's not like I've learned a lot about my hair because it's usually short. Like what's going to happen if I let it go for this is how long we've been doing this? 3 months almost.
And it's like, yeah, closing in on 3.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it was St. Patty's Day, right?
Yeah, the day before. I
Day
think
before
is
St.
when
Patrick's
the
Day
bars
that
shut
it all
down.
started.
Right. And like Bubba, you're like one haircut a week or something.
Yeah, usually I'm
Is that
one
what you're
haircut a
averaging?
week. I just got
Right,
one
I was
last week in Florida. And I have a black market haircut person here if you want to go, Marty.
Like going to Chinatown and
No, I actually am going to have a haircut party at my house in the future. If you want to go, you were one of the people I was going to contact.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, thank you, man. Look
Yours
at this.
doesn't even look that bad, Marty. That look, that scruffy look kind of works for you.
It's a hair phenomenon. Like no, it can't be understood.
I've got the hairstylist all locked in. I have a bartender locked in that's going to pour cocktails.
Oh, there you go.
Do I know this bartender?
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk offline.
Yeah.
There's some people I miss. I haven't seen in a long time.
Perhaps you want to visit my abode tomorrow.
Perhaps.
Troy says it looks like Marty combed his hair with a stick of dynamite.
I'm surprised I don't have more gray. That's kind of nice because I'm old. Good morning. Good morning. Here come some people. But she got her hair cut long.
Tara's in North Carolina. Good morning, Tara. We do have a few people watching us on YouTube.
Cool.
We need people to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel because
we need to find a better way to do
I
that
know.
than on these broadcasts because we're asking people to do too much.
we just need to
I subbed.
subscribe. That's all.
I saw it. I subbed it.
Thanks.
And while you're on YouTube, you can subscribe to Shepherd and Shrink podcast
There you go.
or the Clips channel if you want to watch the long ones.
Perfect.
Hey guys, can I tell you something quick?
Yep.
Okay. There's this product called Neuro Gum. Neuro, Neuro, and it works.
What is it supposed to do?
Get you sharp and focused and make you feel good.
Really?
Oh yeah, I bought a box of it.
It sounds like Coca-Cola back in like the 20s. when it had cocaine in it. Like, we
I
got to
wouldn't be
fight
surprised.
alcohol. Get a burst of energy by drinking Coca-Cola.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it has cocaine in it, of course.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why
You
it
got
works.
energy, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Lake Leanne?
That's right by Jackson.
Oh, I
Good
didn't know.
morning.
Stand by. Here we go. 102.9 W4 Country and Up Down. It's Morgan Wallen featuring Florida Georgia Line. Good morning, 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. And this is the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning.
We have Brian Welch with the forecast for today.
Fairly sunny, highs in the low 70s.
And we're at full power for this whole week, right?
Full strength.
Yes.
Yes, we have everybody here.
We're here.
When do you furlough?
On Monday.
On
a week
Monday
from
you
today.
furlough?
I
You
will
say
not
next
be
month?
here.
When is your next furlough, Welch?
I don't know. As far as I'm aware, that's still up in the air.
All right. I may do the show in Vegas on Friday. I need to talk to the boss about that, but I
Okay.
think that would be a great little feature. Vegas
you.
is open.
Right.
Maybe slip down to Arizona and do Monday show from there.
Sure.
All
Okay.
right. We have Dr. Marty here, and we're talking about the effects of the quarantine this far in. You can watch us at facebook.com/W4Country. It's your Monday morning jumpstart. Hello, Marty.
Hello. Good morning.
All right. So some of the negative consequences of this separation from loved ones, loss of routine and freedom, uncertainty over the status, when it's going to end, financial losses, PTSD, more than doubles in the lockdown, especially over this amount of time. What's the bonus?
Bonus is this, health, illness, anxiety. So, and remember, this isn't just my OCD patients that I'm seeing this in, although that's really, really bad because a lot of the OCD patients are already concerned about, germs, things that they can't see, threats that they can't see. So that's gone, through the roof too. But then other people, like the gentleman who just called in to ask for us to be sensitive to him, he's immune compromised just because of age or maybe other factors, but to see people kind of flout the rules that help people feel safe. So we're seeing health, illness, anxiety increase. We'll find out through the case studies here for the next months and years when this is behind us, just how much damage has been done and how we're going to fix it. That's my bonus: health, illness, anxiety. So here, let me give you a tip on that. Is I'm not risk averse, I'm more of a, risk taker, but I do wear that mask for people like him just to help them feel better. You know what I mean? It's a small inconvenience for me to do that.
All right,
That's
Dr. Marty. Thank you very much. Every
You're
Monday
welcome.
morning, 7:40, it's the Monday Morning Jumpstart on W4 Country. Let's take a quick look at traffic. Madison, what do you got?
No major problems. Looks like 94 should be running smoothly. Maybe just a little heavier traffic on the eastbound side right through Sargent Road. 23 should be running smoothly as well. 96 looks good. And M52, US 12, and M14 should all be running about posted speeds. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Dell, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Okay, guys.
Sorry, there we are.
Good.
We're good. Marty, thank you.
Hey, great seeing you guys. Made me feel good. I haven't seen you guys all together in a long time.
Oh, I turned him down.
Take
Marty,
care,
thank
right?
you. Yeah, I'm going to text you later on about the doings at the Bubba
yeah.
Boat.
Doings.
And I'm gonna text you back.
All right. Farewell.
See ya.
Bye-bye.